Good morning. So, I want to say a big thank you. I got a great reception to that video I put out yesterday. I wasn't too sure. It was one of them, either love it or hate it. But yeah, a lot of comments, a few likes on it, and I appreciate it, really do. So, just gonna get back to doing a little fish video. Got the repping the merch today. Got the hoodie on, raining. So everything else going well. I'm gonna see if I can put you down somewhere here. You can tell there's just stuff that I need to work out that other people just have boxed. You know what I mean? Here we go. Yeah, so everything's going alright. The frying here, there's a little talk about, and I'll show you them in a sec. So, what I have noticed is keeping the fry with the big fish, only a few of them, there's about 10 or so in here, which on the grand scheme it's like not even 8-inch fish. They're constantly eating at the bottom and the sides, and they're just nibbling away all the time. So what I'm surmising, correct me if I'm wrong, please do, write in the comments if I'm wrong. I think they're just eating all the crap all the time. There's just like little hoovers in there. The amount of mess they'll be causing, that few fish. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, because 18 I've just counted fry, 18 fry I've got in here. And there's probably one or two more, so you probably say there's 20 fry in here. They're not going to stay in here. I've got another fish coming this week. This one's exciting. He's a he, that's the all I'm giving. He's a he, he's a male. And yeah, so I'm going to leave that one for another video, but I'm so looking forward to this fish. He's stunning. Like, you've seen him once, seen one picture of him, but I want that fish. But I'll explain that more as we go. Look at my little Acer down there. My little Acer doesn't seem to be doing well. It was doing really well through the summer. It's all dying off now. I don't think that's going to happen. I thought Acers do well in the winter as well. Not sure. Oh yeah, everything else is going well. Water's good, parameters are good. Fry seems to be doing well. But I think I've got it to a level now where it's okay, my pond's okay and the fish are happy and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm fairly happy, but I'm gonna turn you around and then I'll get back to you. So, if you can see the elastic band, what was happening was I was losing water every day. I was like, oh, I must have a leak. And I realised that the water was running out of the return. and quite a bit of it was running back down the pipe, going along the wood and dropping out the back by the fence. And I was losing like inches and inches a day, and I was like, wow, that can't be good. So what I've done was I propped up the back so it's leaning slightly forward rather than like, so it's not level anymore, it's slightly towards the pond. And I put the elastic band around it. And since yesterday, I don't think I've lost any water, which is fantastic. There's probably about 600 or 700 fry in here. Most of them are going into the lake this week. I've got about 20 in the pond, like I just said, and I've got about 40 in the conservatory tank, which are not staying in the tank. I'm going to reduce that right down and just have probably about 10 or 15 in there, so they can grow on really well through the winter, but for now, they're all in there. So now that this is doing well, I've got a lot of trees around the back, just to lift it up and show you. Right. So, winter is going to literally be me collecting leaves off the ponds every day. What I've decided to do, this is only 2 foot deep. Now I am building some sort of shelter over the roof. So, shelter over the top, sorry, so I'm building the roof and walls. But what I'm going to do is, we're seeing what I've done with this one, I'm going to build the outer pergola. And I'm going to use the old speedball that I've already got for the roof. And the idea for that is that I can just take the OSB off, but I can leave the pergola up for the summer. And then the roof is just dead easy. It's a few screws, a bit of tarp, and it's back on again. So it's not fancy, but it means I get quite easily. I can get sun in the summer, protection in the winter. The walls are going to be corrugated. Can't think what it's called. The wall's going to be some sort of acrylic plastic. Why can't I think of that word? It doesn't matter. Yeah, so the walls are going to have light coming through them. The roofs are going to be blocked up, and it's just because it's easy for me to do. I've got the wood and I've got the old pond lines to make the waterproof roof. These frying here aren't growing. They're just not. I put in a decent bit of growth through the day, but it's overstocked. It's heavily overstocked, and they're not growing. The water is always a tinge of green. The bio load will be really high. So you were never going to stay in here. I was just really brought me to sort through them. I just really haven't put the time into sorting through them. So that is definitely this week's job. Get them in the lake. I have also entered the Baldwin Reefers Krashy Challenge, as I just said on my last video, the one before. And I want to speak to him about that to see is it fair for me to dig a pond. I don't see why it's not fair, because it's only going to be a pond line of pond. It's not going to have any filtration on it. It's going to be about 4 foot deep, probably about 4 metres by 2 or 3 metres. It's not going to be huge, but they're going to be the 3 fish in the pond, maybe a couple of little fries again to just collect any of that waste up, but that'll be it. They'll have the whole pond to themselves, set an auto feeder up on the land, and let them do them. And yeah, just because my pond's not very big. Like most people's ponds are 8,000, 10,000 plus litres. Mine's not. Mine's under 3,000 litres. So for me to try and grow 3 decent sized fish in here, it's just not going to happen. Just spin your hand like this, guys. Yeah. My absolute star of the pond. I love that fish. She's so chill, so just does it, not scared about me. All the others flee when I'm here, but she doesn't. She just very gracefully comes and gets a mouthful of food, swims around, comes back and gets a little more. Lovely fish. So yeah, it's all going well. I have been working on the cladding as well. Dog just hovers around me, don't you? You don't want to be next to me, you want to be like under me. So yeah, I've been cutting the wood for the cladding. This is looking quite nice now. Got to do the rest for day. Oh, it's starting to hammer it down. So I'm not going to get a lot done out here today, to be honest. You see what I was saying about the water. It's made that brick go green, and it's wetting the fence. It's definitely less than what it was because it was dripping. So I think I have combated most of the problem there. With this good old DIY fix of elastic band. You can just about see the water dripping off. Oh yeah. I don't know if I can spin this around, guys. Yeah, I'm just not very good with technology, you know, like, really not. I'm having a nightmare with these editing apps at the minute. I've downloaded about 7 editing apps that are probably just filling my phone full of cookies. Did get my new phone, the Google Pixel 6 Pro, which is meant to be really good for vlogging, for YouTube. Which, the camera quality, the picture's fantastic, but apart from that, I don't really know how to use it, so, yeah, makes it hard. I had the Huawei Pro P30. It's costing me £52 a month from Vodafone. I had 25 gig of internet, unlimited calls, unlimited text on a phone that was probably worth about 300 quid when I got it. Went into Vodafone the other day. I wanted this, the Google Pixel 6 Pro. I wanted higher internet, unlimited calls, unlimited text. So when I spoke to them, I said, like, what are my options? And he said 150 gig of internet, the phone worth, I think it was just shy of £900. Sorry, just shy of £900 for the phone. 150 gig of internet, unlimited calls, unlimited text. £51.50 a month. I saved 50 pence a month by getting 6 times the internet, a phone worth 3 times the price, on the same network, the same company I went to. The mind boggles. But I've got a better phone, a lot more internet. What it means is when I go to the shows, I can go to the show on the weekend, the West Mid show, I'll be able to upload at the time when I'm there, because I had 25 gig of internet, and I was like, I can upload a 1 minute video, otherwise every minute's a gig. That's like pretty much how it was working out for me. And it's battering it. Like, if I disconnect from the house internet, I haven't realised I was using 4 or 5 gig just to upload a few minute video. It's like, wow. So anyway, it means I can get more content out to you at the time, rather than me waiting. Just thought to try and get me my boy hoodie in the shop. I've got mugs. I've got 20 My Boys Koi mugs coming. I'm going to do some sort of competition with them. I'm also going to try and swap a few with a few other YouTubers. So if you're a YouTuber and you've got a mug, please let me know if you want to swap one. I owe Sheba Ponds. I said I'll give them a mug because they give me a mug, so I'm going to send one to them. And yeah, I'll have 19 mugs then if anyone wants one. Let me know. I'm going to do some sort of competition, probably give about 10 of them away to subscribers, and then I'll have the rest to swap, so I can get my little mug collection up. Round the back here, this black wall, I've got the wood, I've got the shiplap cladding, which is going to be right along here. All this going to be shiplap cladding. I'm going to get a nice big My Boys Koi sign put on here. I'm going to put the plastic along the sides here and make some sort of shuttery doors on the front so I can open them up like bifolds almost. That's my plan. Make some bifolds, closing that pond down for the winter. That is going to be the pond I used to spawn. I'm going to spawn in that in the spring. So yeah, I think I finally got my plan together. I have also got the 5 vats, and I've got one I've got to pick up from Runcorn. So I've got 5 vats at the shop. I've got about 60 to 80 goat tanky in one of the vats. I'll be honest, I'm not having a good time with them. I have lost a fair few fry in that. I don't really know why. The only difference between out here, I've got 700 out here, and these are all fine, and in that one I've got 60 or 80, and I'm losing one every couple of days, and it's not good. Sounds a bit dramatic. I've probably lost 10 fry in the space of 2 weeks. I haven't showed you that setup yet because it's not set up properly. I've got a lot of junk up there that I want to get rid of first. It's just become like a bit of a bump ground for the shop, so I want to get that moved, get that sorted, and then yeah, I'll show you that as well. Get that set up and get some fish indoors. I'm not going to go to town on it the way I was because I'm not at the shop as much. I've got someone who works there, so he's just going to look after them. I'm there a few times a week, but he's there more than I am, so I'm going to put some fish in there but not fill it all the way I was. So what I'm thinking is having I've got the Ghost Sankey set up, which is 1700 litres. I've got 4 500 litre vats, which I'm thinking about putting some shags in one, some achievers in one, and then I don't know, like some Saragoy or something in one, or something like that, and just having a smaller amount, maybe 20 fish in each one. Small pumps, small filters, small heaters, and yeah, just see what happens. It's just an experiment, to be honest. I'm setting the place up more so I can hold the daft amount of fish that are going to come out the lake in the spring. I've got to be able to hold massive amounts of fish, so I'm getting that ready now. So by the time that comes, hopefully I'll have 10 to 12 vats set up. I've got the containers on the land now where the lake is. I've got the 2 20-foot containers and a 35-foot container, so I've got plenty of space. It's just setting them up properly. So if anyone's near Liverpool and you've got any vats at a decent price, please let me know, send me a message. And yeah, apart from that, I think it's everything's good. My shiplap 4.8 metres and my junk corner. I had a fire the other night and it got out of hand. I burnt the bin. Look at the state of this area. Just like, I set that on fire, I set the bin on fire, or melted the bin. That was a while ago. I set the fence on fire. I probably shouldn't do this really. Yeah, it only got out of hand for a minute or so, but it got out of hand. So yeah, I got rid of most of the wood I didn't need. That wasn't any good. I put the boards in the shed because they were getting water damage. All the deckings there. I've got some old pond liners that I'm not binning until I make sure I don't need them for roofs and whatnot. I'm going to build the rabbit a new hutch because this one's fallen to bits and she chews the life out the bottom. The OSB board that I made this last year, the whole thing's just slightly off now and it just doesn't sit right, so the plan is to fix that. Make a new hutch, make a new run, or buy a new run, make a new hutch. Yeah guys, so not a lot to really give you an update on. I do love the fry though. Right. You've got to the fry are fantastic. They're the best thing to watch. Got some lovely mix in here. I have gone through a little bit and took probably the 50 to 60 top ones off here, what I think are the top ones, and then I took about 60 to 80 Ghost Sankey out of here. So there's about 800 in there and I took around 130, 150 out, so there'll be about 650 give or take, but then in every bag there was about 50 fish more, so I don't know, somewhere between 650 and 750 probably in here. That's what you can see on the screen at the moment is probably about 200 or 300, and it doesn't look much, does it? It really doesn't look much. I've got a little floater over there, a little Kiki Kudu floater. What I do find, don't know if everyone else is the same, is I don't lose any of the substantially sized fry. I never seem to lose them. I lose the tiny little ones, almost like maybe a few little deformities or something. They just don't seem as don't seem as strong. Yeah, see, he's a nice little fish, but he's tiny. It's really small, very thin. They're just not as strong. It's unfortunate. It's just not as strong. So, yeah, as I say, like that's what I seem to be losing. I don't lose a lot. The ones that do lose always seem to be less substantial in size, which makes me think the ones that got into the lake are probably the same. I've probably lost a few of the weaker ones in the natural selection, I suppose. Someone commented on someone else's live last week and asked, is it illegal to put thousands of fish into a lake? The lake is private land. I've got a lease. I rent a private man-made lake with no other fish in it. It's not illegal. I've spoke to the licensing department about it because I'm obviously applying for my pet shop license. It's not illegal. It's my lake essentially. If I wanted to go and buy 1 million fish and put them in different lakes, and I own the lakes and it was my land and whatever, that would be my business to do so, my money to spend. If I wanted to go and put one fish in a public park lake, that would be illegal. You can't do that. You have to ask permission. But my lake, my money, my fish, my business essentially. So just to the person who asked that on a live stream, no, it's not illegal. Again, this is sort of getting back to what I said yesterday. The people who have got something to say about it are watching the videos, because if they wasn't watching the videos they wouldn't know what was happening, etc, etc. If anyone's ever seen the film Split, etc, etc, I love that film. Yeah, it's very minor, petty stuff, guys. It is, but I'm not going to get into it with people. But I do want to tell people the questions they're asking. But this little black one here, I haven't got a clue what it is, but it might be a chiba. It might be a very dark chiba. It looks like a little pattern on the side. But honestly, there is some absolute stunning fish in here. I generally try not to net anything anymore, because I just don't like to distress. If I can avoid distressing them, I really do try to avoid distressing them. I just don't see the points, you know. Some people seem to net the fish a lot. I don't. So guys, I didn't get this on video because I just done it spare the moment, and I contradicted what I just said. But see that little Yamabuki underneath the Chiba next to the Hanashisui? I got that from Reef Aquatics. There, swims off screen. I got that from Reef Aquatics about 2 months ago. It was around 21 cm. It's now just over 25 cm, so I'm going to call it 25 cm. It's approaching 26 cm. It's put on 4 cm in 2 months. I'm over the moon with it. Mia Chiba, female. She is bigger. I don't know what she is. She was 53 centimeters. I don't want to net her. I don't see the point in netting her. I've got no real reason to net her. She's a big fish. She could easily be ate. If I've got a reason to, when I do, you know, when I have a little check over it, then I'll get it out and look. But because she comes right up to the surface, I guess I'll have a good look at that fish, to be honest. She's really nice. Like, you can stroke her. She can't hand feed her. She doesn't stick around hand feed, but you can stroke her. and she doesn't shoot off, she just lets you as long as you're gentle. But I'm starting to get a lovely little collection of fish here, and I do really like them. You'd call it a Hiatori, however you want to say it, but it's not really. It's more of a garden centre, bit of a mudblood. It's down the back, it's just from out the shot. That has put on so much body. Not a lot of size and length, but it's twice as wide as what it once was. So I think they're doing well. I think the only one that I've got in the last few months that hasn't really put on size is the male Benekeith Kudu. He just seems the same size, the same shape, which is fine, you know. I'm not that bothered. I do really like the males. I know everyone's in for females, and the females have got a definite presence, but the sleekness of the males is fantastic. Like, they are lovely looking fish. So the thing with the food, you can see I've got food floating. I know people have like amount of times that they leave in and they'll take it all back out, and I do that sometimes if it's been a while. But he just seems to graze. Like, there's no one in here that's really greedy, so there's no big deal about them fighting for the food. You just don't really fight for the food. The fry come up and take what they need. The fry are probably the one to go for it the fastest, but I put plenty of food in. Everyone gets a chance. I might give it an hour or so, and if there's still food floating, I'll take it out, and whatever's left after that might sink to the bottom, the fry will pick it up through the day. I'm not heavily feeding as much. I don't really feed now until probably after 9 o'clock in the morning, where I was feeding at 4 or 5 in the morning when I was getting up with the baby. I don't do that anymore, the water's too cold. I don't know whether to swap to Saki Balance or to a high quality wheat germ. I don't know. I've watched Koi talk about this. I've watched Telford Koi Pond about this, and a couple of others as well said very similar things. I'm not really sure what to do. Lee Adfield, he said he's going on balance because he's got a load of balance to use up, so that's what he's doing. Yeah, don't know, but I haven't got long to decide, so I need to know, because I'm probably going to buy it from the West Mid show on the weekend, because you have to show discount. So I want some Backhouse Media, I want some winter food. If I can get a decent price on some winter food, then I'll buy a bit for the lake as well. I think I am going to put them on sinking wheat germ, surely because it's not as protected. The herring will be back, no doubt. It's been away for a while. I think it might have got a shock off the fence and it's gone away, but it has been seen in the area. It just hasn't come near the fence. It hasn't come near the lake as far as we know. But it'll be back, no doubt. So, I love this logo, you know. Yeah. There's not a lot going on, guys. The weather's a bit miserable and cloudy sky, spitting. So I'm not doing a lot today. I just like to come out here. I spend so many hours out here. Anyone rings me, oh, you're in the car again, aren't you? Just hear the water in the background. I just love to be around the fish, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm going to end the video here. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate everyone's kind comments and likes on the video yesterday. Loads more content to come, and amazing fish coming in the next week. It's stunning, you know, like absolutely stunning. I'll be at the Westminster show on the weekend, not sure Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I want to go Sunday, Becky wants to go Saturday, so we'll figure that out. Whatever day I go, I'll let you know, and I'll try and get a good bit of content for you. The Kent show, I'm a little bit disappointed with the content. There just doesn't seem to be a lot out there. Crafty Koi went on Saturday, hour-long live stream, fantastic. I didn't watch it live unfortunately, but I did watch it back. Brilliant, but then he couldn't go on Sunday, so then there was no one really that took that place and got some good content out there. So I'm looking forward to seeing your video. Jamie from Keeping It Koi, I think Phil from Celtic Koi Pond went down, so yeah, I'm enjoying looking at them videos. Right, see you soon, see you next time. Give me a little like please, I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.